I'm live and unprepared. Good evening and welcome to episode of Bag of Cans. Excellent stuff. 14, nearly there. This is probably the penultimate episode of Bag of Cans because obviously the pubs are open on Monday, so there's probably very little need for this, if there ever was any need at all, from Monday on. I'm gonna do one next week. I'm gonna kick it off early, start about 5, and yeah, just drink through for an hour until Pete Fowler's 50-second Spotify playlist, lockdown special, a birthday special. Speaking of Pete, he's in actually. Oh, mate, how you doing? And Ewan's in as well. Hello, mate. It's our regular too, and it'll probably just be us three next week as well. There we go. This week we have a special treat for you. We've got a can of Vortex, which is brewed by Andy Parker at Elusive Brewing. It's an 8% black IPA. And I chose this. It's a double black IPA, actually. I chose this because Prince Philip has died today, or it's been announced that he's died today. Whether or not he's been kept on ice for a few days is anyone's guess, because you never know, do you? It's been announced that Prince Philip has died today, and I know he was a big fan of different races and colours and creeds. So, in keeping with his high levels of tolerance, I've decided to drink a black IPA. That has a high level of alcohol in it to test out my tolerance. There we go. I'm kind of looking forward to this, actually, because I'm a big fan of black IPAs. A quite famous beer writer once described black IPAs as an insult to history, which is kind of funny, isn't it? Really. He has a point. If you've got an IPA, it's meant to be an India Pale Ale, and there's not a great deal pale about a black IPA. That said, it is essentially an IPA, but it's black. And what's wrong with that? Nothing insulting about that at all. Anyway, we are going to crack this open and start drinking it on this, as I said, the penultimate episode of Bag of Cans, or La Penultima, as they say in Spain. Actually, they only ever say that when they want to carry on drinking. They're not prepared to say it's the last one. Speaking of carrying on drinking, I'm going to crack this can and drink it. Look at that. There you go. Black, really. It's just very, very dark brown, but yeah. It certainly isn't pale, is it? Quite fizzy. I didn't realise that when I started pouring it out, and now I've got a glass full of head. Lovely. It smells absolutely amazing, actually. It really does smell good. I mean, buckets and buckets and buckets of hops have gone into this. I'll read the sleeve notes because I can with these new glasses. This is great. Black IPA has been a long favourite here at Elusive. Blah blah blah. Okay, so we took the base of Shadow of the Beast, which is their bog standard IPA, black IPA. And ramped the ABV and hopping rates up a notch. Oh, got a considerable notch, actually. It doesn't actually say which hops is used in it, but expect a balance of roast malt flavours with a blackcurrant undertone before a big hit of citrus hops washes over the palate. Well, we shall see. I'll give it a whirl. Actually, the head has settled now, so I may even get the rest of the can in there. Or if not, just present a nice a nice domed head, which is also in keeping with Bag of Cans, as I'm sure you'll agree. Right. Oh, it does smell. It does smell absolutely amazing. A lot of people have said black IPAs are like just like a porter with more hops, and it's obviously not. But I can see where they're coming from. But that smells. I mean, if you close your eyes, you would think that was an IPA. And I'm going to drink it with my eyes closed and see if I think it tastes like one. Just a sec. Well, no, it doesn't. It tastes like a porter. I'm sorry to say. I'm not sorry to say that because I like porters. But because this is, I mean, it's kind of like a double IPA that's black, and you're getting a hell of a lot of that dark malt character, which feels very much like a porter. I mean, if you've had the Colonel Export India Porter, it's very much like that, only a bit stronger. And that is, I mean, that's pretty high praise. I'm a massive fan of that beer. But it doesn't. It really doesn't taste like an IPA. It really smells like one, but it doesn't taste like one at all. And at 8%, it's going to be quite interesting for the rest of the day, isn't it? What have we got? We've got 4 minutes left of this. Interestingly enough, I kicked off around about 5. Broke my taste buds into to this evening's episode of Bag of Cans with another elusive brewing can, which was Oregon Trail, which a delicious actual West Coast IPA, and that was a more modest 5.8%. This one being 8%. I think I'm probably going to go to bed after this. In all honesty, I mean, I haven't got much on this weekend, but I can't imagine me getting a great deal done tomorrow at the present rate. Hmm. Okay. I am getting that kind of black currant undertone that was advertised on the can sleeve notes. Yeah, I mean that's quite strong. I'm wondering whether he's used a ton of Bramling Cross hops in there. I'm not sure. He's definitely got a load of West Coast hops in there because that is a really sort of like strong, piney, citrusy kind of aroma that you're getting. You're not getting a massive taste of that, I have to say. I think the malts are way stronger in it than he was probably expecting, and that's obviously down the ABV, massively strong at 8%. I'm already feeling pissed, I have to say, and but yeah, it's really good. I mean, I think as a double black IPA, it leans too far into stout and porter territory for me for it to be an IPA. But fuck the terminology; it doesn't matter. It's a really tasty beer, and yeah, I would definitely drink this again. Mm. Yeah, yeah, really good. So hopefully they will feature on next week's episode. Oh, we got Jelmer van der Ham in the house. Excellent stuff. You're asking whether this is the last episode. No, it is the penultimate episode. I am going to be broadcast. I say we, the royal we, fitting for today. We're going to be broadcasting one more episode, starting at 5 o'clock UK time, and I'm going to be drinking a literal bag of cans. So I'm going to get a bag, fill it with cans, and then open it. Open the first one at 5, and start drinking it, and drink it as quick as possible. Really, see how many I can get through in an hour before Pete does his 50-second Spotify playlist. Which he's going to do his 51st in about a minute. So I'm going to call it a day for now. Tune in next week at 5 o'clock. Remember the earlier start time next week for the big finale of Bag of Cans. Thanks for tuning in. Stay safe. Enjoy the pub next week if you're going to it. I am twice. Yeah, cheers. See you next week. Chin chin.